You see how much, I mean, not a pin size.
I remember when Dr. Abraham told us that on the show, the shot size really stuck in my mind.
Yes.
And it's way more sunscreen than I ever use on a daily basis. And even in the same thing, so I went to see Rich and Dana at Institute of Anti-Aging, and when they zap your face, I mean, it's like a process, right? And
It is several. That was my second time doing that IPL laser because of the amount of sun damage that I have on my
and it
face.
works really well, but the point is, load up on the sunscreen ahead of time
Yes.
so that you don't have damage later on.
Again, Mom, you were right. We should have listened to you. You were right all those years laying out in the sun.
About this and everything else. Right? Mom is always right.
She is.
Well, we want to hear from you. What's a beauty trend or treatment you wish you hadn't tried? Oh, interesting. That's an interesting question. Join the conversation on our Houston Life Facebook page, and we're going to share your answers. I'm glad I did the laser stuff, though, because it made a huge difference. You know, they take your pictures, they can show you the different numbers of, like, the sun damage.
I know.
That's the scariest one.
It really is. Okay, so we mentioned it earlier. We're about 4 hours away, of course, from that first pitch. Fans are already gathering downtown for the Astros home opener.
Yeah, Joe Sam is downtown at the Rustic to see what's on the menu for tonight's game. Joe, that's a great spot.
Yeah, there's a lot of great things happening here. This is the Rustic on Polk Street, so make sure you come on out here and celebrate and cheer on the Astros. First of all, we have to have our beer with our baseball, and that's what we're talking about on the menu right now with Josh with Carlisle Brewing Company. Thanks for having us here, and thanks for having us home with us too.
Hey, no, thanks for giving me an opportunity to crack one a little early on Thursday.
Absolutely. So we have one of the signature beers that you talked about here that's all incorporating the Astros. Talk a little bit about it.
Yes, sir. So we're enjoying some nice cold Crawford Bock here today at the Rustic. You know, and this is a beer that we brewed in collaboration with the Houston Astros. We're really excited to be able to partner with them to not only put out a great liquid, but also put out a liquid for a great cause. So we're really excited to partner with the Houston Astros Foundation, which is the charitable arm. And so, a portion of all the proceeds of Crawford Bock sold actually help us to benefit the city and support their causes. So, again, an awesome beer and even better cause.
It really is a great cause. And something that's even better is drinking it all here, because we have a huge boat here that's filled with all of the beer here for everybody to come out and talk about. We have our supporters here as well, cheering on the Astros. They're ready to go for the game tonight. It's going to be an exciting day. There's a DJ here. There's a lot of food here. There's going to be giveaways. We're going to be talking about what's good pairing up with that beer. Some good hot dogs. You have to have it for the
stadium food is the way to go. You know, whether you're at the stadium or you're at home, you can't go wrong with some stadium food.
In the meantime, go ahead and pop me up one of those here. And we're going to get ready to go and check out those hot dogs in a bit here. Also on the menu here today at the Rustic Park and Astros opening day. Right now, Courtney there, we're going to send things back to you. Go Astros!
Yes, cheers to that. That's Orlando's favorite beer, for sure.
It's a good one.
It's a beautiful day outside.
I know, too.
So cool. Still to come, from his music beginnings in Houston to how he ended up in Memphis. We're catching up with recording artist Dale Watson.
And what you need to know about the COVID-19 vaccine. After the break, a doctor from Memorial Hermann is answering some of the most common questions. Houston Life will be right back.
15 minutes ago was fine. But now has a super slide. And lunch. Order all your stuff on GoPuff.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Ward, board certified plastic surgeon. Most of the doctors. If you've tried every fad diet and extreme workout and still struggle with stubborn body fat, then it's time you call Sonobello. I personally performed thousands of body fat removal procedures, and the results I've seen achieved by the highly skilled experts at Sonobello are truly outstanding.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently, eliminating fat on your stomach, thighs, and back. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, back, even your thighs.
Sonobello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit.
Call 1-888-474-6142 or go to sonobello.com.
Your all-time hero. Your once-in-a-lifetime chance to finally ask that question.
Okay,
Precious Agams 25.
You know, I've always wanted to know what.
But if slow upload speeds were to ruin your only shot because you don't have AT&T Fiber, just remember, you're not a bad fan. You just need better internet.
I'm a used on and everything.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience with 20 times faster upload speeds than cable. Get AT&T Fiber, plan starting at $35 a month for a year. Limited availability in select areas. So 1877, only AT&T.
TXU Energy free nights and solar days. It's an electricity plan everyone feels good about. Solar power all day long, no panels to install. Gotta love that. True. Free nights. Stay cool at night all summer long. Gotta love that. Also true. It's two great things in Solar Parks better.
I beg to differ. Free nights is better.
Burn. You can't burn the sun. Okay, guys, settle down.
Can't burn it.
The best of both worlds. Free nights and solar days only from TXU Energy.
Says the big ball gas.
Well, with the COVID-19 vaccines available to all Texas adults, many may still have questions about the future of the vaccine and what the best practices are after getting vaccinated.
Yeah, here with answers to some of the most frequently asked questions is infectious disease expert with Memorial Hermann, Dr. Linda Yancey. Welcome back to Houston Life. It's great to see you. Still masked up there, and this is fantastic news that as of March 29th, vaccines are available to all Texans. So this means 16 and older, right, doctor?
Absolutely. Anyone in the state of Texas 16 and older can now sign up to get the vaccine. We're looking to get everybody in the state vaccinated by July.
That is good news. And let's talk about after the vaccine. You have the 3 W's that you want to cover.
Okay, so it's very important to understand that the day after you get that first shot, you're not yet protected. So we need to continue to wear our masks. We need to continue to social distance until 7 to 10 days after that second shot or after that first shot of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. You need to remember to protect yourself and those around you.
Yeah, definitely a topic of conversation too, doctor, that after getting vaccinated, people are talking about their side effects. Oh, how did you feel? How did you feel your first or second? There's also concern just about these different variants of the disease. So what do we need to keep in mind about those?
So the good news is that all of the vaccines we have available in the U.S. are active against all of the variants we currently have in the area. They are concerned for the future. We may need booster shots months from now down the road. We're still trying to figure that out. But in the meantime, wear your masks, wash your hands, and watch your distance.
Continue doing what we've been doing until we're all fully vaccinated.
I don't know, it might be done.
Yes, absolutely. We've been doing this for a year. We're good at pandemic at this point. We all know what we need to do. You know, the end of this is in sight. We are within a few months of getting herd immunity, and that will be a game changer. But, you know, when the finish line is in sight, it's not the time to stop running. We need to continue to do what we've been doing.
Maybe it's hooked now, I don't know.
Keep our guards up for sure. Dr. Yancey, we can talk a little bit
After
about
an
the
hour.
side effects. I think a lot of people now we're hearing, depending on which shot they have, there's this conversation even going on with groups of my friends. I got the first shot as well, no side effects. But I think the important thing is here, if we do feel something, you say and the experts say, that's good because that's our immunity kicking in.
It sounds like such a mean thing to say, but that fever you're going to run, that 2 or 3 days you're going to feel cruddy, that's such a good sign. That's good news. That's a nice brisk immune response. That's your body giving you good high protection. But yeah, you're going to feel cruddy for a couple of days. Sorry about that.
It seems, Dr. Yancey, that day-by-day information seems to be changing. Down here, numbers seem to be going down.
Yeah, I'm just cooking it one slice at a time. That's the only way I can do it, so.
We are very concerned about that moving into the spring because so many states have relaxed mask mandates, because we had some people making unwise decisions during spring break, and because of
I don't have much anything else interesting to show.
Moving into the area.
That's all I got, so this is what y'all gonna see.
Ticking up slightly over the past couple of weeks. Cases are still gradually falling.
Till I make money on this app.
Right now, we are in a race, the vaccines versus the variants, because every day, millions more people get vaccinated.
I get Cash App
Every day,
donations or
those
both.
variants are spreading. So as much
Then
as
I
you
can
can,
show
get
something a little more
vaccinated as soon
different.
as
Until
possible.
then,
Wear your masks. We're almost there.
We are
Uh,
almost seeing the light at the end
no,
of the
not
tunnel.
yet.
I know you touched on this briefly, talking about the need for.
I'm just not going to change my social media. I might put my name on here as Dr. Cat.
To that question. Now, it is an important question, and it's one the companies
That's
are
what
taking
it is on
very
Bigo.
seriously. So there's testing going
I
on
need to
right
get
now,
that little
so that
pizza
if it
cutter
turns
thing.
out in a few months down the road, if in the fall we're going to need boosters, we will have that information by the time we need it.
But the good news in the meantime, though, it appears that these vaccines are good, effective for at least 6 months. Is that right?
A minimum of 6 months, probably more like a year, and hopefully longer than that. The data that's coming out is showing high level protection for a long period of time.
All right, Dr. Linda Yancey, you said it. We're just about there. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
And for accurate and up-to-date information related to Memorial Hermann's COVID-19 vaccine distribution process, be sure to visit memorialhermann.org/coronavirus.
Trying to not burn my finger.
222-2273.
Switching gears now, we see Lauren standing by, and she leads from the show's extraordinary playlist. Is chatting with me all about what's in store for his character on the show?
Oh, well, yeah, it's this one. Well, each slice I'm doing differently. So that one, this is a cheese, garlic, and extra cheese and peppers. That one is pesto and peppers, and the other one I have ready to cook is pesto, peppers, and I'm going to add onions and mushrooms. Yes, it is. It looks good going in, but it doesn't look good coming out. It's true, though. It is true. It does not look like this coming out. Too hot. Oh, wait. It takes about an hour to cook one slice because it does not 425 degrees. I don't know what it is, but it ain't that. Now let me follow you. Oh shit. Fuck. Did I push the wrong button? Okay, no, alright. And I invited you to the call. If you want to come. It's still real hot. I don't try to maybe take a bite. If I put the plate up to my mouth, I won't burn my face. Or my hands. That's unpleasant when you burn your fingers. That's salt. All right. Oh, thank you for that gift. I made 15 cents today. Thank you. Appreciate it. Trying to make a full-time income on the house. Got a ways to go, but you got to start somewhere, right? Oh God, this is hard. Okay. Well, I don't know. This one is gross. It don't have enough. Okay. I'm not quite sure. Let me get the hot sauce. This doesn't taste very good. But I get an A for effort. It's really hard. It takes like 2 hours to do this in this little oven. Okay. No, because I put a lot of fresh garlic on it. And so I'm going to try dipping it in that blue cheese sauce. It's too much garlic. That burns. Damn. It's okay. I'm hungry, so I'll eat it, but it tastes odd. Yeah, I don't suggest doing that. But maybe I could put something else on it and make it a little better. Don't order garlic pizza. Very odd. But luckily, I didn't put it on the other two that I'm cooking. I got one more to cook after this. So, I mean, it doesn't taste bad with the hot sauce, but without it, ugh. Oh, I don't recommend this. It's really hot. Are you still there? Hello? Hello?
Because we're going to later Friday and Saturday. And so, just a heads up on that. Other than that, the weekend ahead is really looking pretty nice. So, our Blue Bonnet weekend, we'll head out there to Flowers. Chapel Hill is having their Blue Bonnet Festival this weekend. 82, 84, 86 degrees for highs and lows in the 60s and the 50s. So, a quiet evening ahead. Showers late Friday and Saturday. We had a pretty nice weekend. Just put some sun in your hair. Relax your chest with some nads. Oh, yeah. Product was out of Australia. The women who did their eyebrow. And it's so simple. And it didn't hurt at all. Wow. And then you ordered it, and it wasn't simple, and it hurt.
Well, talk about a fun weekend we're going to be preparing for, okay? Thank you, Frank. Thank you. All right, we're going to give you a look now at some of the other stories that we're covering this afternoon at 4 o'clock. President Joe Biden tackling the hot button topic of gun control, announcing a half dozen executive actions today. It includes tightening regulations for certain types of guns.
Hi.
What the executive actions entail.
And April is Autism Awareness Month, and KPRC2 is
Hello?
looking at the efforts to help families in our area. KPRC2's Sophia Okita is taking a closer look at what's being done for adults who are living with autism.
All right, and a rodeo favorite back in action, even though the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo was canceled for this year. The calf scramble still happening, helping raise money for Houston area students. You won't be able to watch in person, but we will tell you where you will be able to see it online. That's hated the fourth part. It's always one of the best parts of the movie.
It really is, and I'm so glad that's continuing. And Keith, I'm curious, do you drive in with a tie like that, or do you just put it on?
So
I love it.
Yes, I drive in like this.
Okay.
But I'm wearing my Astros colors today.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, first home game, got the Astros socks.
Love it.
So
And he walks in court, and I'm like, are we doing this today?
Right. I love it though. And by the way, speaking of trends, I was this close in the late 90s of having a Tweety bird on my thigh. I'm glad I didn't go first. The tattoo. Glad I didn't go first. As long as we're testifying, I might as well just share that on your thigh. I know. It was like it didn't happen. So
this is a safe zone, so you can whatever you need to.
yeah, late 90s. Good thing I didn't go first on that tattoo. All right, guys, we'll see you.
There's a lot of people here. I know which one of us has a tattoo. And I'm not telling.
Well, that was a good one, Frank. That's really, really good. I'll tell. It's Frank.
It is fake. Giant eagle on his
He left.
So long, Admiral. We'll see you soon. Come back at 4 o'clock. We'll see you guys. We hope. See you guys in less than 30 minutes. We're going to check in now with Lauren, who had an extraordinary interview. Hey, Lauren.
Sorry, just thinking of
I know. You're giggling.
Well, after Andrew leads as part of our favorite show, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which is currently in the midst of season 2, and Andrew plays the role of David, Zoe's brother, and he's telling us all about Sunday's new episode, his special memories of Houston included.
So yeah, so I played David
What
on
is
Zoe's
wrong?
Extraordinary Playlist, and
So
I played
glad
the
you
character
didn't.
Zoe. Sort of, there's like a little bit of an aimless quality to him. I think he doesn't
I'm not
quite know
gonna
where
eat
he
that.
fits in
I'm gonna
life,
put
and
it away.
has been trying to figure that
Save it.
out. I think with his father passing away, which is what was on the last season,
So gross.
dealing with, now that that's done, that
Don't make
journey,
garlic
essentially,
pizza.
he's sort of left wondering, okay,
Don't do that.
how am I going to live my life in a
I
way
am
that
gonna
make my
save
father
it.
proud, and in a way that would
Be a snack.
honor
Yeah.
his
that's
idea
it.
that life should be full of bigger moments and bigger memories.
You have a very big musical background. Like, you have done musical theater, so I feel like this show was a perfect fit for you from the beginning, just for your love of song and music, right?
Yeah, I 100%. I mean, everybody's like, oh, how do you like doing it? It's like, well, I would never be able to find anything that I liked doing more, aside from doing actual theater, which obviously nobody can do right now, in a moment. And then on top of that, to get to do it on TV where you actually get, paid to do it is kind of amazing. And and it's also great because it's not like we rehearse a show and we do it for 6 months. We rehearse a show and we do it for sometimes 20 minutes.
Well, aside from Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist and all the work at the Groundlings, where else can people and fans catch up with you? Where can we find you?
On Instagram, I actually interview people. As a character that I do at the Groundlings, and you can actually go on my IGTV. I interviewed Jade and Vicky from the show, and interviewed Alex Newell, and you can watch me interview Leslie, the Malchus character.
Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing you on all of your future projects and everything else in fact out. Make sure you stay healthy and visit us right here in the Use My Studio.
I've been to Houston a few times since I was a kid.
Native
Musically made.
American man.
In like the late
I like everybody. I just don't want to change my social media. I might change my user ID though. I mean my I might make it say Dr. Cal. So I don't get those questions. And I don't want to go into the story behind it. But suppose if I'm Dr. Cat, I'm less likely to have questions.
You too. It's great meeting you.
I'm making a slice of pizza.
In Houston so well with Astroworld and Waterworld and the
Slice of pizza. Let's see, subscribe. Now, okay, I'm trying to click on Sarah Jane. I can't subscribe to her. I just have to cut the pizza into 4 or 5 slices, and then cook one for each time 1 hour. Yeah, an hour. Well, I don't have a regular oven, so I'm using a toaster one. And it's really not meant to cook pizza like this. No, because it doesn't get to the right temperature. I don't know what temperature it is, but it's not 425. Might be 200. I don't know. But it's not, it don't even get to the right. Let's see how it's looking. Yeah, no, I don't. If it's not cooked, the other time it wasn't even cooked. Let's keep turning that damn dial. No, I sure don't. No, I don't. Is that a problem? Nope, I sure don't. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? I didn't think it would be a problem. Why is it odd? Why is it odd? Tell me, why is it odd? Tell me. Tell me why it's odd. Life is short, time's a ticking. Why is it odd? Just like that timer on that oven. See? Tick tock. Tell me why it's odd. Time's a ticking. Tick tock. Anyone home? No? People, no one's talking?
No, I guess sometimes you get tired of your own voice. And,
What the fuck? Is there some kind of problem or something? Oh, are you okay? Okay. Dígame si necesita ayuda, okay? Okay. Okay. They're about to call the police.
There's more over that.
Right. That is super cool. Hey, before we let you go, I think this subgenre that you created is really interesting, and this is the first time I've heard this term.
And finance on us for 60 months, interest-free. Shop.
Outlaw country, traditional country, rockabilly, and western swing.
Right. Well, yeah, it's outlaw, western swing, honky tonk, and rockabilly. Yeah, but yes, if it's but it's new stuff, that's the beauty of this. I always try to stress to people is that we do an award show every year, and we try to give awards to people that are keeping the roots alive, and with Ameripolitan, we're able to get a little more recognition and pat on the back to people that are keeping the roots alive, which is a hard thing to do these days. And because there's great bands out there, there's bands that are from Sweden, from England, Georgia, Germany. There's nominees from all over the world, and Australia. So it really is an international thing. It's very rich story. Putting that up, Ameripolitan, we look forward to finding the newest bands out there to
Dale, we appreciate your time today on Houston Life, and as we're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel during this pandemic, we hope to see you back here in town playing live.
We sure will. Thanks a lot for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. And the Memphians is available everywhere music is bought and streamed. Do yourself a favor, download it, and you want to connect with Dale. We do have a scene on Houston Life. We have a link there for you on our website.
Very, very nice. I could listen to it sing all day long.
Right, I love the music.
Yeah. Now let's check back in with Joe Stan, who's celebrating Astros opening day. Hey, Joe.
Hey guys, so what goes better with baseball and beer? Well, you know what we're talking about now, the hot dogs. When we come back, we're going to tell you all you can take part in here at the Rustic and checking out our grill master here showing us what we have on the bin. He's the life is back in just a couple of minutes.
KPRC2 Senior Scholarships are back from a safe social distance. Watch KPRC2 News Today every Wednesday as we award scholarships to the class of 2021. Presented by Texas Mattress Makers. A quality education begins with a better night's sleep.
Direct Energy knows it takes a lot of energy to run a home. Can't keep it in a tank. That's why we're giving you our best offer yet. 2 months of free energy. Plus a $120 Amazon.com gift.
I don't know if that one's done.
Enjoy 2 months of free energy. Plus music, shopping, and more with this exclusive offer. There's no better time to make the switch to direct energy. All of
How long is this one? That would be better. Here we go. Turn that thing back. I don't know if that one's done. I'll let you all know. If not, I'll shove it back in.
So right here on the grill, talk about what we're going to be seeing here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So we have our all-American Wagyu franks that we're grilling up today over in the wood grill. So we have here all day, or actually all night till 7:10. Right now we have our DJ playing until.
Yes.
So we're gonna drop down and show you what we have going on here.
Let's go ahead and get ready to do that. We got all the toppings here. Flour dog. We got the jalapenos. We got the salsa. We got the onions. What's baseball without a good hot dog?
I know. We also have our wild boar chili and our queso as well. You want to try to open that up?
You can see that. And then we have some great giveaways that you guys are going to be doing here as well, too, right?
Yeah. So we have some great things that we're investing in.
The best year, the better.
Yeah. We have all of this on top of our big crowd. So we have some good things. We have our wall glory outfits right now. So we are doing a tap takeover with that. So we have all these awesome souvenir cups that we're giving out. So every time we get a $4 beer, you get a souvenir cup.
Oh, wow. And we got these amazing little inflatables here, too, so we can play around with them, come out and really have a good time and shit on that Astros as they play tonight. So, of course, the last thing that we have to do is just go ahead and take this here, right? So, tell us what time you guys are going to be going until tonight.
Okay, so we're going to be opening our kitchen till 10, and we're going till 11, but we have the music playing until 7:10, and then we'll have the sound off for the game.
All right, so Courtney, you don't have to try this out and let you know how this tastes here so we can get everyone excited about coming out here. So, cheers and go Astros. Oh,
Hey, yum.
Good stuff. All right, Joe, thanks a lot. Enjoy. After the break, a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show, including something old that's new again.
Oh, interesting. Curious about what that is. And as we head to break, let's check in with Michelle Turner.
I don't know if this is
What's
cooked.
coming up on entertainment tonight? Michelle.
Hey, Derek and Courtney, tune into ET tonight for Khloe Kardashian's photo controversy, the backlash over her unedited and unauthorized pictures. Plus, country singer Kane Brown tells us about his ACM nominations and a new tour. That's tonight at 6:30, right here on KPRC2. But don't go anywhere, because Houston Life will be right back.
Here's a great idea. Reinvest your stimulus check back into your home. Relax on it, sleep on it, eat on it, or do all three. Your stimulus money goes further at Rooms to Go. Just choose from our huge selection of furniture and let your stimulus dollar do the rest. Or hold on to your check and finance on us interest-free for 60 months. The choice is yours. Then get your furniture fast with free go-away delivery. There's no better time to do something for your home. Shop Rooms to Go today.
This is Shriners Children's Texas, an advanced, comprehensive pediatric facility built on Shriners' rock-solid mission of providing world-class medical care without limits to any child who needs it. Burn care, orthopedics, cleft lip and palate, and specialty surgeries. All the pediatric expertise and life-changing treatments of Shriners hospitals in Houston and Galveston are now together under one roof. Come to Shriners Children's Texas in Galveston. The most amazing care anywhere.
Take advantage of great deals during the Bellows Sneak Preview Land Sale. Get your beautifully wooded 1+ acre home site with a peaceful, private setting, unspoiled long-range views, great community amenities, and a prime location less than 15 minutes from San Antonio. Bellows is proud to host the 2021 Greater San Antonio Builders Association Parade of Homes this May. Beat the rush and start living the relaxed hill country lifestyle you've always dreamed about right now at Bellows. Call 866-999-8966. Houston, say howdy. Howdy. To the BTV network. Home to familiar characters and memorable entertainment. Oh, I'll drink to that. Find BTV now on over-the-air channel 51.1, AT&T Dish and DirecTV 51, Xfinity 616, and these other providers.
And start watching the Start TV network, featuring compelling contemporary dramas.
So excuse me, I have orders.
Now on broadcast channel 2.2 and these providers.
Coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, we'll introduce you to a young entrepreneur who is using baseball to help break barriers for individuals with autism and special needs.
Plus, the trend report is coming in hot with a focus on collars. We're talking Peter Pan, crochet, the bigger, the better.
Oh my gosh, I've never even heard of those.
Yes, you have.
I think so, a Peter Pan collar?
It's rounded out, not pointed. We're going to go through all this
I
tomorrow.
have to watch tomorrow's show. But before we go, a reminder that since tomorrow is Friday, you know what that means. It is once again time for us to spin our Houston Life prize wheel for one lucky viewer. And the big news is, check this out. We have added a new prize to the wheel. Yeah, that's right, $1,000.
Oh my word. Plus the City Center Fitness Package with a membership to Lifetime and a cleanse from Juice Well valued at almost $700.
Is it me or is this prize wheel getting better and better
Every week.
and better and better? Every week. All you have to do is head to clicktohouston.com, sign up to be a KPRC2 Insider for your chance for us to spin. Remember, we spin,
You win. Thanks for joining us today. And go Astros as they have their home opener tonight.
please win.
Please win.
You can do it, Stro.
Hey, better. So win. Yes. We saw it like when you guys are saying you win, you're pointing at us, but you win. Well, we don't.
We'd like to think we're winners.
You're already winners for sure.
But not on the wheel.
I want to spin the wheel.
You're winners in life.
I'm going to let you guys leave, and it's empty.
You're winning at putting your tie on, Keith.
I'm gonna
I know,
spin
you
this
want to be
wheel.
better.
Oh my gosh, your tie is actually tied.
And along with the shoes, I mean, wow, imagine that.
Miracles do happen.
It's going to be a great day. Hey, great to see you guys. Yeah, go Astros.
All right, indeed, thanks. Coming up next at 4, helping students with the so-called pandemic slide.
Yeah, well, local schools are doing to get students back on track with their learning.
Plus the new effort that could reveal the identities of the accusers suing Texan star Deshaun Watson. KPRC2 News at 4 begins now.
KPRC2 News begins right now with breaking news.
Breaking out 4. Police say multiple people are hurt after a shooting at a business in Bryan. This is at the headquarters of Kentmore Cabinets on Stone City Drive near Harvey Mutual Parkway. According to Bryan Police, several agencies responded to the scene, including College Station Police and the Brazos County Sheriff's Office. Right now, police do not know the extent of the injuries. We do have a crew on the way to the scene, as well as our Sky 2 helicopter. We also are making calls to law enforcement handling this incident. As soon as we get more details, we will update the story on air and online at click2houston.com.
Also now at 4, a new push from Deshaun Watson's lawyer to try to learn the identity of the accusers suing the Texas star of assault and misconduct. This new legal action comes amid the fallout from the accusations against Watson. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Christine Lowell.
And I'm Keith Garvin. There have been 22 lawsuits so far against Watson. KPRC2's Courtney Zabowski is live at NRG with the new development from Watson's attorney, Courtney.
This case is now headed to the courtroom, an emergency hearing set for tomorrow morning, where Deshaun Watson could learn the names of more of his accusers. Houston, Texas quarterback Watson knows who he's up against on the field. But it's what he doesn't know about his accusers that his lawyers say makes for an unfair playing field off the gridiron. In a motion filed this morning, Deshaun Watson's attorney, Rusty Hardin, wrote that if Mr. Watson is ever to have a chance at properly defending himself, he can no longer refrain from requesting that the court mandate that plaintiff identify herself.
You gotta know who it is that's coming after you, whether it's a criminal case or whether it's a civil case. And in that pleading, Rusty makes it clear that the law requires revealing the identities.
22 women have accused Watson of sexual misconduct while they gave him a massage. In a news conference Tuesday, Tony Busby, the attorney for all of the women, revealed the identities of 2 of the women. 20 other women are only known by the names Jane Doe. Rusty Hardin said this: "While I understand that anonymity often is used as a shield for victims, Mr. Busby is using it as a sword. While shielding his clients from public scrutiny, Mr. Busby continues to use their anonymous allegations to destroy Mr. Watson."
Tony Busby had the bat in his hands for a very, very long time. He put up a 10 spot on the scoreboard in the first inning. Rusty Hardin's pleading today seeks to take the bat out of Tony Busby's hands.
And those hearings, 2 of them, are set for tomorrow morning. Keith?
Courtney, we know that there were 22 lawsuits that were filed in several different courts. Did Rusty Hardin file 22 different motions?
So there's a lot of lawsuits, yes, and a lot of different judges involved. For this hearing only, some of the judges have decided to consolidate those cases. So at most tomorrow, Deshaun Watson could learn the names of 5 of his accusers. Keith?
Courtney Sadowski at NRG. Courtney, thank you. Right now on Click2Houston.com, we have a copy of the new legal filing in the Deshaun Watson case, as well as a timeline of the lawsuits and accusations against him.
A suspect is in custody. Another is on the run after a high-speed chase turns into an officer-involved shooting in Houston's South Side before noon today. Investigators say a deputy constable spotted a man get into a truck with a rifle near the criminal courthouse along Franklin Street downtown. As police tried stopping him, that vehicle took off before stopping along Pressville Street. And that is where we are told a deputy constable fired at the suspect. And eventually took a warning on the suspect behind the wheel drove away. Officers arrested the armed man and are still searching for the driver in this case. No word yet if anyone was injured or if the suspect fired at officers. In day 9 of the Derek Chauvin murder trial, the focus shifted entirely to the medical aspects of the case and what led to the death of 15-year-old George Floyd. KPRC3's Lauren Freeman joining us live in the newsroom with today's testimony. Lauren?
Christine Day, an expert for the prosecution, worked through his step-by-step assessment of how George Floyd died. The defense challenged his data and conclusion.
Good morning, Dr. Tobin. Good morning, Mr.
Prosecutors began with the doctor. Many say literally wrote the book on human breathing.
Does the Lancet Medical Journal refer to this book as the Bible on mechanical ventilation? Yes, it has haunted them.
Dr. Martin Tobin says he watched video from the scene and police body cameras hundreds of times, using this video modeling that combines multiple angles of those images along with other detailed graphics, telling the jury, in his opinion, the circumstances that led to George Floyd's death are clear. He was handcuffed in a prone position on the hard road with Derek Chauvin's knee across his back and neck.
And you're seeing here fatal injury to the brain from a lack of oxygen.
Minutes later, still pinned to the ground by Chauvin.
And that's the moment the life goes out of his body.
You're not normally involved in criminal cases of this nature, correct?
Correct.
The defense challenging Dr. Tobin during cross-examination, telling the juror that his data and conclusion is based on just a snapshot of the confrontation.
Taking this case and you've literally boiled it down to a nanosecond.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Stressing that Chauvin didn't have the luxury of time or medical training to make a health assessment as things played out.
When we talk about the biology and the physics of this case, these things are working simultaneously, contemporaneously, all together, right?
That's correct.
In an incredibly rapid fashion.
Yes.
Prosecutors do have a list of medical witnesses they could call, including the medical examiner who's expected to testify tomorrow to close out week 2 of the trial. Keith?
Lauren, thank you. A developing story now. We are hearing more details on that large industrial fire we told you about yesterday. It's breaking news right here on KPRC 2 at 4. Officials are working right now to determine what sparked those flames and what products were involved. The fire started around 4 o'clock at the K-Solve storage facility in Channelview. K-Solve officials say a transfer activity was being done at the time.
We have an active effort to identify exactly what products were involved. As that information becomes available, that information will be disseminated out to the regulatory agencies, and they will disseminate it out as they see fit.
95 employees were in the facility at the time. The company says they are now all safe and accounted for.
All right, let's talk about our weather now. The warmer it gets, the happier Keith Garvin is, aren't you, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Closer we get to the 90s, I'm living pretty good.
It's flirting right there a little bit. It's getting close. Yeah, it's warm out there today.
It is. I saw our freeway camera there. Yeah, nice and warm.
And you know what? I'm going to check the data. I think the hottest we've had so far this year is 86.
Okay.
Officially.
Yeah.
So far we've made it 87.
Okay.
We may make 88 before the day is done. It's early in the game.
I know. Let's get started.
Sugar Land's at 88, 79 in Galveston. Look at this. If you're headed to the home opener, wear a short sleeve shirt. How about that? 86 at 5, 84 at 6. And then 82 at 7. Randy can tell us coming up in our news at 5. I think the week is going to be upward. So the first pitch is 7:10, and then 8 p.m. very nice with 80 degrees. Look at that sky across Texas. It is quiet. It's going to continue to be fairly quiet as we get into tonight and tomorrow. But then, overnight Friday, there's a front on the way. Already has some severe weather potential down across parts of Texas, out through Alabama and Mississippi. We're honestly just on the edges of this, a lot like we were yesterday. We were A-OK yesterday. I think, generally speaking, that's what we're going to see. However, it's springtime. We always want to keep a close eye on it. These thunderstorms start to break out by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, continue to move across. These showers by Saturday morning calm down for us. I think Saturday night late into early Saturday, that's the potential we have for showers and storms. Well, behind it, Saturday and Sunday.